It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Chicago. It's the Eagles and the Bears, and it comes your way next.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here. The Bears defense ready to get started in this NFC Championship game. And the one we'll be watching is this man at linebacker.
And allow me this one, partner. This is where the rubber meets the road. He's had a great season to this point, but now, can these guys keep it together for one more game? Maybe force a turnover at the right time and get to the Super Bowl.
No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Hurts to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
And that's one of those calls where you play it safe, but you're hoping that maybe something might spring for you, because instead of forcing ball downfield on 3rd and long, maybe you can hit them with something underneath, break a tackle or two, pick up a block, and see what happens.
The Chicago defensive unit back out there. And they're playing with a lead here in this first quarter as this drive gets underway. On first down, Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It's like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back out is the Bears defense. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Chicago defensive unit back out there. The football just inside the 40, so a tough task for him here. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got...
Back out is the Bears defense. Their guys have the lead here in this first half. And they'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins. 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The Chicago defensive unit back out there. They'll play with a lead here to begin this 3rd quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Back out is the Bears defense. They've been the dominant side so far, working with a 2-score lead here in this third quarter as this next drive gets underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The Chicago defensive unit back out there. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Calais Campbell in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Back out is the Bears defense. They've put in a very good shift so far, and this one pretty well in hand. Just looking to finish strong here in the fourth as this next drive starts 1st and 10.
Set. Delta.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Eagles on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in the stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.